Hello, it's Ashley Danielle from ashleydanielle.com, your psychic intuitive manifestation mentor. Today, I'm going to answer a question that I received, and I have my notes so that I make sure that I hit all of the points. And the question was, what are some tips for manifesting multiple things at once? Example, money and relationships, a new home, without feeling overwhelmed. Should I focus on just one thing? I love this question because I think that if you are human, you are going to have multiple desires at once. And part of the fun gets to be playing with the energy of your desires and what you get to have. And once you start, calling in, creating new and fun, exciting things for yourself, sometimes it's fun to play around with multiple things at once. So I don't know how other people would view this, but I think that it's fun. And I think that it's, what I'm getting is that it's necessary, but I don't think that it's necessary for everybody. But if you're like, oh yes, I want to learn this, then it's like the next step in your growth and your expansion into co-creating your reality. First, I believe that you get to have it all at once. I believe our desires are holy and for the good of all. I believe that our desires are leading us for a reason. I think that they are given to us for a reason. I think that even like simple things serve a purpose. So like I desire a cold water right now. Like that can serve a purpose, right? And even if we don't know what the purpose is, to get specifically into the question, if you're desiring money and love at the same time, so like, say you want to manifest $1,000 or $10,000 and a new relationship, or deepening into an expansion into your current relationship, I think that it can almost be easier to be creating two things at once. And the reason why is because it makes it easier to detach. What I mean by that is like, you want to call in $1,000 or you want to call in, your dream partner. If you're like constantly just thinking about, oh my God, I need money, or oh my God, why isn't it happening? Or I haven't met my person yet. I've gone on all these dates and it hasn't happened yet. It's very difficult to detach. And it's so detachment to me is the opposite of desperation. So if you're like, oh my God, I gotta have it, I need it, where is it? Why isn't it here yet? Versus, I know it's coming when it comes. I know it's already mine. I know I already have it now. And like focusing on yourself and you're nourishing your own body and nourishing your own mind and moving your body and keeping, the energy moving. It's very different than, oh my God, I gotta have it, right? And so when you're focusing on or desiring to call in more than one thing at once, I think that it can be really helpful because, like I said, it's easier to detach because it's like, you're not just like, oh my God, I need money, I need money. You're just like, you can kind of lean back into it a little bit easier. Also, the person who is, so I believe manifesting is more so about becoming the version of you that has the thing, right? So if I, for instance, want to call in my dream partner, I'm only going to be able to do that if I am the person that can be in a healthy relationship. So like for me, it's super important that the relationship isn't just a person or my person, but that it's healthy and, not toxic and all of these things. So then I have to be the version of me that is not toxic, that is healthy, relationally speaking, right? And so that person, that version of me is also going to be the version of me that can hold more and more money, that can have a good relationship with more and more money. So if you're stepping into being the person so that you can manifest love or so that you can manifest money, it leads to you calling in the other things that you desire at the same time. So it's like, you work on one thing, you're actually working on everything. I believe that you don't have to actually like purpose to call something in, purpose to manifest something. So what I mean by that is like, you don't have to be like doing work every day to call in your person. You you do the inner work anyways, and those things will come to you. So if you're not focusing on multiple things at once, you're still going to create and call in multiple things at once. Like it's going to naturally happen. And I think that that's the biggest piece here, because the question was around like not feeling overwhelmed with calling in more than, one thing or one like genre of thing. That's not the correct word, but you get it. Is knowing, right? So the key to not getting overwhelmed is to knowing that everything that you desire is already here, and you are doing the work to open up to actually receive it in the here and now. So if you're doing the work to manifest money, you're also doing the work for every other desire that you have, because when you step into being that person, like, it takes the overwhelm away. The other piece that I'm hearing around overwhelm is big change, right? So like if you're manifesting money and relationship and a new house and a new car, like all of these things all at once, if you were just to wake up one day in a new house, in a new relationship, with your bank accounts like overflowing, that's probably going to be a huge change from where you're at now. And that can feel super overwhelming, especially to your nervous system. So that's why those things don't typically happen that quick, is because your body and your system need to, I hate the terms like get aligned to your desires, but really it's like you need to have capacity to hold these things. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, I got the capacity. I just want to win the lottery, da, da, da. Well, if you look up the history of people that win the lottery, generally, like, there's TV shows about this where they'll blow through it because they just couldn't hold it, right? They won't say it like that, but the way that I view it is that they couldn't energetically, physically, mentally hold it. And so they just had to get rid of it. The same is true with your desires, right? Like, what good is it if you become the best manifester at receiving money, and you just, are having money come at you left and right, if you're just going to constantly push it away? What good is it to call your epic love, your dream person, your healthy relationship in, if you're just going to push it away? It's not, right? It's not good. So how do you not become overwhelmed with holding it all, like with having this huge change, having this huge life change? And it starts small, right? And receive the things as they come. It's like, I don't know why they're showing me this, but it's like, if you desire to call in a relationship, and it's like, they're showing me this example and it's silly. It's like, but it's like, if, somebody slides you their number and you're like, not my person, right? But it's like receiving that, right? Receiving the thing. If somebody pays for your order in front of you when you're getting coffee, like, receive that. That is money coming to you. And the more that you open to receiving the little things, receiving the big things becomes easier. Also, spend time pretending like you have the thing, or like you received the thing. Like, holy shit, I have a new vehicle in the driveway. Oh my gosh, like, what color do I want it to be? And like, be in the energy. And what they're showing too is it's like, the more playful you can be, and this is so true, the more playful I've been about desires, the quicker and easier they've come to me. For example, it's like, I wonder what it would be like to have this happen, or I wonder what it would be like to look at my bank account and see this number. I wonder what it would be like. And it's like kind of just a passing thought, and it's like, boom, done, boom, done. The other thing around this is like getting your nervous system on board for huge changes is more like they're like the cure, the not the diagnosis, but the prescription. Yeah, the prescription is more self-care. And what does self-care look like? To me, when I'm saying this, it's like, make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're eating adequately, like enough calories, make sure that you are moving your body, helping the energy move through you. Make sure that you spend time in meditation or journaling, right? Like, really make sure that you're focusing on yourself and your internal bodies, so that you are self-soothing, so that you are able to expand and receive as things come at you. And remind yourself, and this is going to sound silly, but oftentimes when these things are like becoming overwhelming or like activating your nervous system, reminding yourself that it is safe. It is safe to receive more. It is safe to be loved. It is safe to have and hold more goodness in your life. And when the fears start to come up and the overwhelm starts to come up, address it. Don't like, eat to like stuff it down, or, what, like overwork or whatever it is that you do to like, stuff it down and not deal with it. Deal with it as it comes up, and you'll be able to shift and move and expand much more quickly and be able to hold all of the changes that are coming. That concludes my answer to this question. If you have any thoughts or questions, put them in the comments and I will come back and answer in the comments or create a video in the coming weeks answering any questions you have. Thank you.